That was crazy, right? Well, watch this video, guys. I'll show you how to do just that. Let's go. Alright, guys. Starting out with the subclass, we are on the Striker Titan. Now, this build, like I mentioned, got me through many ranks in comp. It even got me the Flawless in Trials of Osiris, the 7-0. And also, when I speak of or talk about comp, I'm talking about it got me from Gold 3 all the way up to Ascendant 0. So, and I'm not good at the game. I'll be honest, I'm really not that good. But I just use the tools that I have and stay close to my teammates. And I just maximize pretty much everything to the best of my ability. So, this build definitely got me there. So, I highly recommend the Fist of Havoc because the Thunder Crash is like one and done. It's great for shutting down, but I've actually been able to shut down with Fist of Havoc. And the way you do it is you want to maximize jumping up and slamming. So in a way you bait the enemies, and then when they charge you, you slam and then shoulder charge them, and then you'll knock them out in 2 hits. So it takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get it done. It's pretty even. If someone like me can do it, you guys can do it. Barricade, the rally barricade, of course, because we're taking advantage of the bolt charge, and then straight flip or whatever jump is your preference. I would say seismic strike or ballistic slam. Now, ballistic slam is something I used to play with a lot. Seismic strike is more of the utility, like the mobility aspect of it, and also the shoulder charge does pretty good damage, but this one definitely catches him off guard, especially in PvP when people are just viewing what's in front of them. They don't have the aerial view for the most part, and this caught me off guard, and it catches a lot of enemies off guard. So this one is more of a gimmick. I wouldn't do this, especially if you're trying to move your way up the comp ranks or do well in Trials of Osiris like I have. You don't want to use this. Knockout, for obvious reasons. If you're in PvP, you have to rock Knockout. It's a no-brainer. You do melee damage, you get your health back, and you proc Amplified and a bunch of other abilities that help you guys out. And of course, Storm's Keep for the bolt charge, rally barricade. That's the bread and butter of this build. Is using the Cresta Alpha Loopy to heal yourself and your teammates, and also get that barricade or that rally barricade back. So that's what we're rocking. The fragments doesn't really matter, honestly. I would say this one's pretty good when enemies are up close to you, and it comes down to like trading blows. This finishes off enemies so often that I feel like this is essential to have. The other option I would recommend is Spark of Shock. As far as the jolt grenades, I've actually got double downs and triple downs with this. It catches enemies off guard a lot. Once they get hit with that, with the flashbang or the pulse nade, it will jolt them, and then sometimes they're not thinking and they're still being jolted, and it actually will finish them off. So yeah, either pulse nade is really good with the jolting, but if you don't use jolt or the that fragment with the Spark of Shock, definitely use the flashbang. The flashbangs definitely messes enemies up, especially if you're aggressive. And that's what I also want to point out: when you're using this rally barricade build, you have to play aggressive with it, because the downside of this build is actually staying stagnant and not being mobile with your rally barricade. So you definitely want to throw this in there, engage with the enemies. Once they start shooting you, the strategy should be to pop your rally barricade so you get your health back immediately. If you remember Wormhusk from back in the day, this essentially is Wormhusk, OG Wormhusk. Literally, there's so many fights I've got into where I'll just pop my rally barricade, get my health back, and the enemy will already be damaged from myself or my teammate, and I just finish him off. So there's so many ways to use this, but the best way to use it is while you're in an engagement. The only time you should place it before you're in engagement is if you see the pings on your radar, enemies coming close to you, because as soon as they come in close to you, pause. As soon as they come close to you, you want to light them up with I recommend the Outbreak Perfected. Now, what makes Outbreak Perfected awesome is the nanites actually will proc with Bolt Charge. So say you're behind your rally barricade, as I was mentioning, you're building up the Bolt Charge, and as you're lighting up the enemies, like you're shooting them, you finally get that maximum Bolt Charge from chilling behind your barricade. The nanites will actually trigger the Thunderbolt or the Lightning Strike like it did in the opening clip. So that's why I recommend Outbreak Perfected, because it actually will proc with the nanites, which is super sweet, and it's a solid pulse rifle. The reason why this one is so good is because I think people aren't speaking about the ability that it has to, one, keep enemies from reviving the teammate that got killed with it, because once you get a headshot with Outbreak Perfected, once you get a crit kill or whatever you want to call it, it will spawn nanites that will damage enemies, and it will also keep them from getting the revive. So that's what I'm saying, like the crowd control and the ability to nullify the team's ability to revive their teammates is what makes this so strong. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that, but that's pretty much why Outbreak Perfected is so good. It's the ability to control how the team behaves and how it adds chaos. And that's the thing, like PvP at the higher level, from what I've experienced, is all about the psychological aspect of it, because they're going to be overwhelmed by this, your teammates, and the Bolt Charge, and the fact you're being able to heal. So halfway through the match they're already exhausted, and so you just go in for the kill. Secondary Forgiveness, I don't know if you don't have one of these, definitely go get it. I'm rocking Tap the Trigger and Head Seeker, get the extra damage, super stable, and then the heavy's up to you. But pretty much that's it for the build. This is what got me through a bunch of competitive ranks all the way up until Ascendant 0. I'm not sure if that's the highest rank in competitive, but comment down below, let me know. That's the highest I ever gotten, because I've never been that good at this game, honestly, and I've never gotten that high. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this build. It is super strong. Just remember, when you use your rally barricades, either have the enemy in sight or make sure you get to an area where you can challenge the enemy. You never want to set it prematurely and just sit behind it, because you will get picked off. It's not like a bubble. It's destructible. You can get popped. It's not that broken. You just gotta know how to use it and play around it. Thank you guys for watching, and once again, I appreciate you guys for engaging with me on Twitch and on here, and the support on that last build video I got has been crazy. I appreciate you guys for subscribing, commenting, engaging with it. I think you guys want build videos, so I'm here to make them for you. And man, that support was crazy. I think we're over 1,000 views on that video, which is like one of my top performing videos I've ever made ever. So yeah, hopefully we get that kind of love on this video, because once again, this build is really good, especially if you're not that good of a person at PvP and you don't want to be a sandbag to your teammates. You want to be an asset to your team, and you want to do well, and you want your team to do well. This is a build for you. It will carry you and your team far in PvP. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.